Um, this what happened last night. And by the way, appreciate whoever donated. I know I had a donation from somebody in my recent video. But I wasn't able to get to anything because I was so like done, y'all. Like what I saw happen last night, there was no words I could even describe to what the hell took place in Baltimore, Maryland last night, bro. I didn't even get to watch the game, and I'm happy I didn't even get to watch it because that was an absolute embarrassment, okay? Absolutely embarrassing, unacceptable. The same story, different cast. I'm tired of seeing it, right? And the CD, even now watching football right now, I'm watching, the Washington Commanders. I'm watching the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm watching these teams push the ball down the field. And it's not due because they got superstars, right? Baker Mayfield ain't no superstar. Now I will say this, right? I used to say that Baker was a bust. Baker ain't no bust, okay? He ain't no bust. But he ain't no star either. Mike Evans is a star. Mike Evans is like that. He is a star, okay? Mike Evans is like that, right? What up, Black? What up, Draco? Give me a second, because my brother just texted me. I got to see my brother back. Hold on. Give me a second. How do I work this real quick? Give me a second, y'all. Am I back now? All right, I'm back. I had to reply back to my brother. Okay. Back to what I was saying. This team is a disgrace, okay? And as much as I am tired of this team, I'm always going to support this team. But we need changes. I don't care what you do. You go out, you got to fight. First of all, Terrell Austin shouldn't have a job right now. How do you allow, okay? And I want everybody to hear me when I say this loud and clear. I don't care if I have one viewer, 20 viewers, 100 viewers. Baker Mayfield is a top 5 pass quarterback this year. But Black, he's not a star, right? He's not a star. That's my point. Everybody's saying you need the star franchise quarterback. I'm ready to run it back with Fields, bro. You pay Justin Fields, build around Justin Fields. If it doesn't work, okay, we get a draft pick, we're good. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is, Fields was getting, in my opinion, Justin Fields, he was getting better week by week. The only reasons why they wanted to, go to Russ is because the passing attack. But the way this offense is suited right now, Arthur Smith, not only that, but our GM, well, not even the GM, but the owner, he wants to run the football. Not understanding that, hey, you got to have the right personnel for that. You got to have the right pieces for that. That's another thing, too. This offensive line is a young offensive line. We don't have all-pro caliber offensive linemen. We have a bunch of rookies and second-year guys on the line. Dan Moore, get him the fuck up out of here, okay? Don't know why he was even on the team still. He should have been gone when Ben retired. They should have been cut ties with Dan Moore once Ben retired from the NFL. Dan Moore was never good from the get-go. What about draft Jalen Monroe? Get rid of Wilson. I don't want Jalen Monroe. I'm glad y'all said that. And I know I'm starting because I'm talking so fast, but let me explain this to y'all, right? The reason why I don't want Jalen Monroe, everybody wants to say Jalen Monroe is going to be nice is because of what Lamar did, right? But here's what people also got to understand about Lamar. Lamar Jackson sat behind Joe Flacco, okay? And I'm not saying Joe Flacco is some elite quarterback, but Joe Flacco at once upon a time was top 10 in the NFL. So it's not like Lamar got drafted to Baltimore and he just went and started. Like, no, he sat behind Joe Flacco, bro. And a lot of people, they ignore that stuff, right? They ignore that stuff as if Lamar just went. Lamar, I got to give him his credit. He went in there, he worked. He was paying attention. He learned what Flacco was doing, and he got better. We got to give him credit where it's due, right? But the problem with this team, of my team, okay, we're not talking about the Ravens, okay? And again, shout out to Paige, GG's to them, okay? Even as much as I hate Baltimore, they beat us, okay? This team is who we talking about. This team right here, okay? We don't need Jalen Monroe. We need a coaching staff that has adapted to today's NFL. That's what we need today. And right now, we don't have it. We have Mike Tomlin, got guys like Terrell Austin and Arthur Smith Bro, get rid of him. Terrell Austin should have been fired once he got off the airplane. And y'all might say that's harsh. We allowed almost 400 yards in a playoff game, okay? Let me explain this to you. The Pittsburgh Steelers, that should never happen. We are known for defense. We are known for being physical. We are known for scrapping with people. We don't allow no 400 yards. So that alone, Terrell Austin, I don't care. J Mid, but you gotta understand, guys are not, they're not, paying attention. They're missing their assignments. And I see the same thing every single year. So guess what? That tells me something ain't adding up. The coaching it's not getting to them. Terrell Austin, get him the fuck up out of here. You see what I'm saying? He gotta go. Number two, when I look at this team, right? Everybody tells me, and let me get to this also, by the way, too. I made a video stating that Arthur Smith's problem. Yes, Arthur Smith is the problem, and I hope he takes a head coaching job and goes to another team. My team, we need to, it's time to move on, bro. See what I'm saying? Black was right about Arthur Smith. Again, shout out to Black. He in the chat right now. If he is in the chat, he said Arthur Smith is not a good play caller. I was like, nah, bro, he's not a good head coach. Black was like, you gonna see. Here we are, right? Black was right, okay? So what I need now, and Omar Khan, I don't want to ever see this wide receiver room ever in this situation ever again. You don't trade Deontay Johnson for Dante Jackson. Let's talk about that, by the way. I know I'm jumping from topic to topic. Dante Jackson was never a good cover corner. He is a corner that has great awareness. That's why he's able to get interceptions, because his awareness is off the chain. When it comes to covering, receivers, that's not him. That is not him, right? That's not him. JPJ, handsy. That can be fixed, right? But we need another corner who can cover people, right? Cam Sutton, get him the fuck up out of here. You see what I'm saying? He should have been gone, right? Don't know why he was even... I get why you brought him back, because he was a free agent and he's familiar with what you're trying to do. It's not working. Terrell Austin, like I said, get him the fuck up out of here. Why are these guys still on the rock? You should have been fired once you got off the plane. We know Mike Thomas is not going to go nowhere. We understand that. But the coaching staff got to get the fuck up out of here. You see what I'm saying? Bro, that was a national embarrassment. I don't care how you spin it. I don't want to hear people are not executing. I hear the same shit every single year. I hear the same thing every single week, every single month. The Kansas City Chiefs are not a talent. They are a smart team. But when it comes to talent, if we talk about talent alone, the Chiefs don't got a better talent defensive team than the Steelers. No, they got Chris Jones. And they got McDuffie. But when it comes to talent, they don't got a TJ Watt, a Alex Highsmith, Patrick Queen. You know what I'm saying? They don't got these guys that we got. Keanu Benton. And we allow almost 400 yards. And Terrell Austin hasn't been fired yet? What are we talking about here, bro? I'm a Seahawks fan. When we moved on from Wilson, I knew he was going to be trash. Bro, let me talk about Russ right now, matter of fact, too. I see you, T. What's going on? I see you too, Draco. Bruh, Russ, and I'm going to keep it real with y'all. Russ is not a starter anymore, bro. And let me tell you guys why, right? Russ cannot run anymore. He in this league, today's NFL, look at this. In today's NFL, you have to be able to move, okay? You got these defensive linemen, these linebackers running 4.4s now. Russ cannot move. And that's the thing about Justin Fields. A lot of people ignore this. Justin Fields hit a lot with the issues wrong with the offensive line. And I don't really think there's offensive line problem. I think there's a coaching problem. That's another thing. Pat Meyer, get him the fuck up out of here. He was never a good offensive line coach. Don't know why Mike Munchak, he should have been brought back by now. That's the last time this offensive line had any type of heart of doing anything right. You see what I'm saying? It starts from the coaching, right? But now let me go back to Russ. Russ is not a starter anymore. He could be a backup, right? He could be a backup, but he is not a guy that you can start with unless you got the right personnel. And we don't got the right personnel. That's what I'm saying. I signed Justin Fields. I built around Justin Fields, right? And if that ship fails, if we have a bad year, then guess what? I got a draft pick and I know, okay, I know what I need to get. But I am not running it back with Russell Wilson, who is not able to move anymore, right? He is a statue in the pocket. This guy cannot run. It is sad to watch as a Steeler because you'll be like, bro, Russ, run. He can't do it. You see what I'm saying? It's bad because you would think like, okay, you know, like when you playing these like a Madden or EA college football and you're under pressure and the first thing you want to do is scramble. Russ can't do it no more. He can't. And this is what I don't like about Russ, right? He tries to, make it seem like, okay, like we're right there. And I understand, he's not going to bash or throw people under the bus. But Russ, we not right there, fam. We're not. And the only way you back on this, in my opinion, if you take a friendly deal and you be a backup. Because you're not a starter in this league anymore. This league is too talented. You got defensive tackles running 4.4s. It's gonna get worse, and when it might get worse, you're gonna have defensive linemen run 4.3s. You see what I'm saying? These guys are too talented at this point, so you gotta make moves. And Omar Khan, let's talk about you. Now, I never liked that trade when we traded Deontay Johnson for Dante Jackson. I tried to tell a lot of Steelers, I was like, bro, I don't like this trade. Everybody was like, nah, bro, we got rid of a cancer. DJ's gone. I'm happy. I was like, all right, bet. See, because the problem with some of y'all is y'all thought we was good. See, some of y'all thought we was going to get Brandon Ayuk. Oh, didn't we all? But I was like, bro, I'm not seeing nothing from Ian Rappaport. Like, we're not going to get him. Like, I'm just getting because if you would have got him, the deal should have been done. And at first, when they were saying, oh, you're going to have to trade Calvin Austin and probably a second-round pick, I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. But then, Brandon Ayuk was kind of holding, the 49ers, hostage. Obviously saying, if you don't pay me, I'm just not going to play. You see what I'm saying? To where his, value started to go down. To where I'm like, okay, we might have a real shot at getting this guy. But when I seen Jerry Rice, okay, arguably the greatest wide receiver to ever play the game, arguably, right? Tweeted out and basically tried to say, Brandon Ayuk needs to stay a 49er. I was like, yeah, he's not going to leave. Because when you got somebody as great as Jerry Rice trying to like tell you what's best for you, of course he's going to listen to that. You see what I'm saying? But I knew once I was like, we're not getting Brandon Ayuk, I was like, bro, we in trouble. Because Deontay Johnson, first of all, let's talk about the situation of this guy's a cancer. DJ's not a cancer. Now, yes, that play where last year we played Cincinnati, and I think who fumbled it? Was it Warren? Warren fumbled the ball, and DJ, he looked like he didn't want no parts of it. Yes, I get that's unacceptable. He should just bench him the rest of the game. But to me, that's not. He's a cancer. He was frustrated, right? Because guess what? The way this offense looked this year, it looked unwatchable. Did y'all not realize this? Do you Steelers fans not realize we couldn't even get past the 50-yard line last night? And I didn't even watch the game. We can't even get in field goal range. And what make it worse, we know Baltimore. Baltimore is like a brother to us, right? They're in the same division. We see them twice a year. We know Baltimore. We can't even get in field goal range. So that right there, embarrassing. Van Jefferson, get him the fuck up out of here. See what I'm saying? Bro, that's an Arthur Smith. That's an Arthur Smith guy, right? Arthur Smith, he could take Van. He could take Scotty. He could take Cordell. He could take Michael Pruitt. Anybody that's, anybody that's known to be a part of Arthur Smith's offense can go along with him. You see what I'm saying? Not a fan of it. Don't check out Mike Williams? Yeah, but he gets in for one play. Mike Williams gets in for one play. He gets in for one play, and he's not getting the rest of the game. Van Jefferson that's another guy. I'm not saying these guys can't play. But what I'm saying is these guys are not what we need. Like, they're not starting material. Russ is not starting material anymore. Van Jefferson is not starting material. And this is what's sad about this, y'all. If you go on the NFL website and you type in, because what I started to do is when I get frustrated with certain players, I go on Google and I type in, the player's name and I look at their draft profile, right? And if you look at the scouting grade, The scouts are right. Like, bro, watch this, bro. If I go on Google and I type in Van Jefferson, combine report, the report legit says he is a backup. You see what I'm saying? This just call it what it is. I just started just saying hi, but let's just call it what it is. These guys, bro, we gotta stop being cheap, okay? We gotta stop being cheap. If you like, for example, this free agency, I'm going for T. Higgins. Matter of fact, I'm going to extend GP. Let me get that out the way, right? Because you need that guy. You saw what he did last night when you threw him the ball. But once again, we threw him the ball when we were trailing in the football game. So we threw him the ball when we were basically done. And I told you that's what we've been doing all year long. And that's why he be crashing out. But y'all talk about he a cancer to the team. You see, when you get him the football, good things happen, right? Back to my point. We waited until we were down by 2 touchdowns. Oh, and now we're going to throw you the ball. Like, oh, and by the way, again today, A.J. Brown on the sideline. He nearly crashed out. Is he a diva? Oh, I don't know, because guess what? A.J. Brown is known as a superstar in this league. But just like I told you guys in that video that I made, like I said before, any elite receiver that's not getting involved in the football game, they get pissed off. Right? But you guys are going to tell me in the comment section, there's no way you're comparing A.J. Brown to George Pickens. I'm not comparing the two. What I'm saying is A.J. Brown not a good wide receiver? Is he not talented? But when he's doing what he does it get posted like how the media tries to criticize? What the media wants, and I want you Steelers fans to hear me when I say this. The media wants to run GP out of town. That's what they want to do because they know how good he is. That's why every time they did it with Juju, right? But the thing is, I was about to say Deontay. The thing is, GP he is better than any receiver we have had at this age currently. Like he's 23. Usually when we have a receiver pop off like the way they do, I'm talking about showing they like that, they're probably like 25, 20. GP's 23. So for some of you Steelers fans saying, "No, I get rid of that guy," you stupid. Because guess what's going to happen? Guess what, Jimmy? The media is saying he a cancer. But okay, what happened when we said we're not bringing back Juju? What did everybody do? They start tagging their favorite team, the so-called TikTok boy, right? Because he was making TikToks. And they tried to say, oh, that's why we lost because Juju was making TikToks. Not understanding the fact that, one, our defense was Swiss cheese, right? Can't get off the field on 3rd down. But, because Juju was doing a TikTok, now we're going to use, that's why we lost the game. You see what I'm saying? And when we ran him out of town, Juju, I'll take Juju right now. He better than Van Jefferson. You see what I'm saying? But here's my thing. GP's better than Juju at this age. He's better than Chase at this age. He's better than AB at this age. Hear me what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm saying at this age. Okay? AB started showing, that he could be that guy. I think AB was probably about 24, 25. He wasn't 23, right? And I know he was, he had a couple places rookie year, but GP has shown you if you get GP involved, you get him in the game, this guy has superstar written all over him, right? You just have to treat him like a number one. And this team doesn't do that. They wait until they're down, trailing in the game. Oh, now we're going to get you involved because we're losing the game. We need something to happen, right? Just like I told you guys in that video. But like I said before, when we told Juju, like, we're not going to bring you back, or Juju said he going to test free agency, everybody that was saying he was TikTok boy, they was in the comment section tagging their favorite team. Go get him right now. Go get him. Go get Juju. But they're the same ones saying he TikTok boy. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of you Steelers fans buying into this, oh, this guy's a cancer. You're stupid. You see what I'm saying? You don't, what some of y'all do is y'all don't watch the games, bro. If you watch the games, GP's open. He is legit open. Like last night, when I seen Russ started running, right? GP was open. But the problem is Russ, it's like he bails. He's not mobile anymore. You see what I'm saying? I recall when Justin Fields was bailing, he would still, try to extend the play. Russ can't do it anymore. And that's what I'm saying. He is a backup in this league now. He is not a starter. He used to be. Not saying this guy's not saying he's not gonna make the Hall of Fame, because he's probably still gonna get in. Of course, he won a Super Bowl. He used to be an all-pro type of quarterback. That's why we brought him in. We're trying to contend for a Lombardi, right? But here's the matter of fact. Look at this. Look at this. Look at what the Commanders are doing. They're throwing the football down the field. See what I'm saying? And y'all can say, bro, they got Jaden Daniels. He's a rookie. But the game plan is not, hey, we're going to hand the football off to Brian Robinson, 30 times a game. No, they're going to let Daniels cook. They're going to let Jalen Daniels cook. And he's a rookie. But my team, the Pittsburgh Steelers, nah. We don't want to be aggressive. We want to be conservative, getting field goal range. And if Chris Boswell, we're going to try to get him, that's our offense. And that's what makes actual Steelers fans pissed off. To see this team as much, look at this again, another first down. He about to score. All the way down to the 2-yard line. Throwing the ball. And that's another thing, y'all. That's another thing. Watching these other teams play, a team that we beat, okay? We beat the Commanders. We beat the Commanders. They have adapted. What we try to, and this is, if Tomlin has a play in this, then I'm gonna blame Tomlin, because there's no way we have George Pickens on the offense. You saw how the offense looked when he missed 3 games. You couldn't even get a first down when he wasn't on the field, right? You get him back, we still gonna hand the ball off to Najee. We're gonna do a halfback toss, right? And if it don't work, we're gonna do a moon ball, and it's gonna be incomplete. Or we're gonna throw the Pat Fryermuth on a slant. And then it's obvious what we doing. There's no guy going across the middle. There's nothing that you would want to see. Everything is predictable and it's vanilla. It's vanilla. What up, Hoosie? And I'm tired of it. Because how many years do I have to wait for this team to get back to what they used to be, which were contenders, not pretenders. I'm talking about contenders. How many years do I have to wait? Everybody talk about some J-Man. Y'all was spoiled when y'all had the Killer Bee era. Correct. That was 2016. That was 2014. That was 2015. It's 2025. And we can't even win a playoff game. You got Antonio Brown tweeting out, and he wasn't wrong. He said, Mike Tomlin, this is not 2008 anymore. And did I not tell you guys this, right? Did I not tell you guys? I said, bro, this is not 2008. It's not 2010. The game has changed. You cannot rely on defense. You have to have offense. You need points. Did I not say that in my video? A lot of probably are like, bro, you just talking. Well, a future Hall of Famer, Antonio Brown, said the same thing. Not because I'm a football genius. It's because it's obvious. You cannot continue to rely on Chris Boswell to bail you out. That is our game plan. We're gonna try to get in field goal range. Our game plan is we're never trying to score. We're always just trying to run the ball, get in field goal range, and then we're gonna play defense. Should have played Fields. I agree. I'm sorry, Jimmy, but Steelers fans are about to become the new Cowboys. Y'all are fed up. We are, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Listen, we are the AFC Cowboys. We are at this point, and as much as I hate to say it, we are. We are the AFC Dallas Cowboys. We show signs during the season, and when it's time to go into the postseason, when we get into playoffs, we shit the bed. And we get embarrassed on national television, bro. To where now the fans look like idiots. We can't even defend the team because the team looks unwatchable. Yo, you said, is 2K25 still worth playing? No, it's not. It's not. And if you guys were to see, y'all saw what I posted in my last video. It's not. Because the system is broken, right? But even, and I'm looking at, and I know Omar Khan did not draft Terrell Edmonds, but the Steelers have been through a lot. I mean, they have missed out on a lot. It's just a lot of bad is happening instead of good is happening. And I understand we had that era of the Killer Bees, but that was years ago, okay? Even though it felt like last year or 2 years ago where we had that era, that was years ago. Time has flown by. The game has passed us by on offense and defense. I'd rather this team and I'd rather us just get beat on man-to-man instead of us just playing zone. Because every team, all they do is they pick us apart on defense. And that's why they're able to get 300 yards or almost a total of 400 yards total of offense on this defense. It's because we play soft. We play zone instead of, hey, we're going to play man-to-man. If a guy get beat, he get beat. We try to play physical. We're not going to play zone and a team that's missing a Zay Flowers, right? We're going to give you a 5-yard cushion or a 10-yard cushion to where you can just run a slant and pick up 7 to 8 yards, right? And here's what pisses me off about that. Because guess what? Isaiah Likely, is he some, is he some Moss type of, receiver or tight end? He's a yards after catch person, right? And this is what I'm talking about. It's obvious. Likely, Likely, he's a damn good tight end. But is Isaiah Likely some, Rob Gronkowski? No, he looked like that last night against us. He looked like that against us like that last night because we're playing this soft coverage of zone and we're giving him 5 yards to where all Baltimore is doing, Likely run a slant. You catch the ball, pick up another 8-9 yards. That's his game, right? And this is what I'm saying. I don't understand how Terrell Austin still has a job right now. I don't understand. Mike is a defensive coach. He got lucky with Big Ben. I won't say he got lucky with Big Ben. I won't say he got lucky. The problem is we just haven't had both ends. Like we haven't had back in that era, you needed both ends. Now you just need offense, right? That's just what it is. Like, because right now, if the Chiefs play somebody, they got a chance of winning. Why? Because they got offense. They can put up points. The Chiefs have been struggling this year. Their record might not say it, but if you watch them play, the Chiefs have been struggling. They just have offense to where it can bail them out and save them. We don't have offense, and we damn sure ain't got a defense right now either. And I'm tired of it. You see what I'm saying? Because how many years? I'm 22 years old. I'll be 23 next month. If you guys are wondering how old is J-Man, I'll be 23 next month, right? Hopefully, right? The last time this team was in a Super Bowl, I was in elementary. I'm going to repeat myself again. Hopefully I will be 23 next month, okay? The last time the Pittsburgh Steelers were in a Super Bowl, I was in elementary. I'm an adult. I'm in a full-grown adult now, dog. And this team, still the same story, the same thing over and over again. And like I said, it's time for a change. We understand, if we're being real, Mike Tomlin's not going to get fired. He's not going to step down, right? So guess what? Your coordinators, they need to go. It's that simple. You got to, matter of fact, and I hope Pate is in here because Pate can confirm this. When Baltimore lost to the Chiefs in the playoffs, they got rid of all of their coordinators. They got rid of all of them. And why does this team, I don't understand, y'all. It's like we're so nice. It's like, bro, make moves. Make something happen. I was 11 when they won. I'm 31 now. You said, hold on. I was 11 when they won. I'm 31 now. So that's what I'm saying. It's felt like it's been decades, bro. And and this would make it bad, bro. This team is known for physicality. It's known for heart. It's known for putting up a fight. We not doing that. We're getting punched in the mouth. We're getting punched in the face. We're getting stomped out. We're getting stomped on. And we're not fighting back. Instead, we're trying to get in field goal range. Instead, we're playing soft zone coverage. Instead, we got guys in the secondary looking confused. We got guys pointing, I don't know what I'm doing. I see the same thing every year, every month. They got too hype and not focusing up, especially in the playoffs. I'm trying to tell you, bro, it's the coordinators. Now, let me do what I'm supposed to do. So if I go on Google, right? If I go on Google right now, okay? And I type in, like, look at this. If I type in, make sure the sound is off because I'm not trying to get, you know how they try to copyright you. And I type in Van Jefferson, NFL scouting combine report, right? His draft profile. right? I type in his draft profile. Van Jefferson's draft profile. This is what it says. Hold on. If it will load up for me, right? And I will be doing another podcast. I'm supposed to be doing my stepdad upcoming year, so y'all stay tuned for that. Van Jefferson scouting prospect grade was a 6.27. You know what that is in the NFL? That is a 6.27 can eventually be an average starter. Doesn't say is a year one starter or is a potential all pro. That is will eventually become an average player. Guess what Van Jefferson is right now? Average. But guess what? The Pittsburgh Steelers don't need average. They need greatness. They need good. They need pro. They got that in GP. They need another one. See what I'm saying? And I'm really the fact that a lot of us fell for the hype in preseason, because I was one of the ones too, right? I was another fan to where I was falling for the hype here and that Van Jefferson was making plays in training camp. He was making plays and going to have a breakout year. I fell for it too. But when you watch Van Jefferson play, you're like, okay, he can play, but he's not starter. He's not a starter in this league, bro. And I know I haven't played in the NFL. I haven't played, to that level he's at. But, bro, I have been a fan for years. And when I'm watching what I'm seeing, we can be better than what this looks like. You see what I'm saying? We can be better than just trying to get in field goal range. Okay? If we got the highest paid defense, we shouldn't be allowing 400 something yards, 200 on the ground rushing. That's unacceptable. But that's what we are the last couple of years. That's why I said we basically are the AFC Dallas Cowboys. Pretty much. That's what we are right now. We are the AFC Dallas Cowboys. We show signs during the season. Get people to talk about you in the media. When it matters the most, fold like lawn chairs, right? Fold like lawn chairs. And our draft pick is what? We have with the 20. What is our draft pick? What is our draft pick, right? Because I'm seeing people saying they want to draft the guy out of boys. They want to draft Genie. No. Let me explain this to you Steelers fans out there, because this is what I'm saying. Some of y'all don't watch the games. Y'all watch the highlights. Yes, I understand Najee Harris, he's probably not a good fit right now for us, right? Not saying he can't play in the NFL. I'm talking about fit. Warren's a better fit for this offense, right? Because his game is more adapted to today's NFL. It's more around speed and, what is the word I'm looking for? Versatile, right? Meaning he could do a lot more, out the backfield, you can use him as screens, things like that. Najee, he's a, run ahead. He's not an outside runner. The reason why you can't run with Najee on a toss, that's not him. And I know some place he made it work, but that's not Najee's game. Najee's a physical in between the tackles. He's not a Saquon Barkley. See what I'm saying? Are the Vikings playing? No. It's the Washington Commanders and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And right now, Washington is winning by 3, right? But the Buccaneers they're right there, so they have a chance. Matter of fact, it's automatic first down, so that's all holding on Washington. So that's at the 1 yard line. So now they got a fresh new set of downs, and they got 4 opportunities. So they could probably go score right here, and that is holding, right? But you mean to tell me, and Omar Khan, I don't want to ever see this receiving core ever like this ever again, okay? I don't want to ever see this receiving core look this weak ever again, bro. I don't want to see it, okay? I don't want to see it. Baker gonna mess around and get injured doing what he doing, right? But like I was saying, what was I just saying, y'all? Can somebody? What were we just talking about? What were we just talking about? Vikings must play. Yeah, they do. They play tomorrow. What was that? I was talking about running backs. Okay, I was talking about running backs. That's what I was talking about. Man, that 1-2 punch from Lamar and Henry broke down one of the best rushing defenses in the league. It's crazy. But here's the thing. Did that happen when we played them week 16? No, that when we played them, what was that, week 9 or something like that? When we played Baltimore week 9, we shut down Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry fumbled the ball against us. We shut him down. This one I don't understand with Terrell Austin. We have beat them before, right? We've slowed down Derrick Henry. Now all of a sudden when you get into the playoffs, you have no game plan to stop him. You can't stop Lamar Jackson. This dude should get the running back from Boise State. But here's the thing, though, and this that's what I was just talking about. Our offensive line is not built for that right now. You see what I'm saying? We can't just go get a top prospect running back and he fixes our offense. That's not going to work. We need help. You see what I'm saying? And it starts with the coaching. Arthur Smith, get him up out of here. I hope he takes a head coaching job because his play calling is very predictable, bro. Very predictable. Y'all did that first game, y'all won, y'all shut them down. That's what I'm saying. So it's not like these guys own us. It's like, that's what I'm saying. We don't have a plan going into the playoffs. You know what our plan is? Hopefully TJ Watt can mess around and get 2 sacks and force a fumble. Hopefully Alex Highsmith can get 3 sacks. But if he can't do that, defense is Swiss cheese. That's why I've been saying, in my opinion, Terrell Austin was never a good defense coordinator. It was a TJ Watt, it was an Alex Highsmith bailing him out, making him look good. And of course you could argue, well, TJ Watt will make anybody look good, of course. But if you're Terrell Austin and you're playing the Baltimore Ravens without Zay Flowers, you don't sit in zone and let guys like Isaiah Likely, Justice Hill come out the backfield. Because guess what those guys are? They're yards after catch. They're not guys who are just going to run you over. They're yards after catch. So if you're going to sit in zone and give them cushion, all Baltimore going to do, Isaiah, like, run that slant. Yo, Justice Hill, stay in the backfield. If Lamar, you stay right there, get him the ball. You pick up a good 3 more yards or 4 or 5 more yards. You know, you get us a 2nd and 3, right? Just get something. Who you want in the draft? That's a great question. First of all, it depends what draft pick we have first round. If we are picking in the 20s, I might look at receivers. I'm not going to lie to you. I might look at receivers and see who's there, okay? I'm not drafting a running back in the first round. And let me tell you guys why I'm also not drafting a running back in the first round. This running back class is loaded with talent, okay? You can find a really good running back in this class probably in the 4th or 5th round, okay? This class is loaded with talent at the running back position. So you don't need to just immediately panic and go get a running back in the first round. You can find this class is loaded with running backs. That's what this class is loaded with. It's loaded with running backs. That's what it's loaded with. But if I'm being real here, okay? If I'm being real here, and it's the first round, and the Steelers are on the clock, I might look at defense. Reason why I say that, Cam Hayward. He's his age. Not saying Cam Hayward can't play, because Cam Hayward, he plays hard out every single year. The guy deserves a ring. Correct. Deserves a ring, right? But guess what? That age is showing. If I'm in the first round, I might look to get a guy in the defensive line. Okunjobi, I'll be okay. He can go. See what I'm saying? He can go. He injury prone anyway. He's been quiet the last, you could argue, when is the last time we heard Larry Okunjobi do something for this team? Last, probably, what, week 2? Like, I'm okay with letting him go. So I'd rather, you said, yeah, y'all did that first game, y'all won, shut him down. Get Emeka from Ohio State. Here's the thing, though. This is what I want to do, y'all. See, and this is what I'm saying. Like, it all depends, like, do you target a T. Higgins in the free agency? Hopefully Omar Khan will do that. But if you get a guy like T. Higgins, then you don't have to draft a receiver in the first round, right? Because you know what T. Higgins can give you. And hopefully extending George Pickens. Now you got two threats at the wide receiving core to where all you got to do is draft a guy in probably the second or third round at receiver, get him to come in and just make a couple of key plays. You don't need him to be a superstar right away. I want T. Higgins. I do too. And I'm glad Cincinnati didn't make the playoffs because I feel that if they would have made the playoffs, T. Higgins would have signed back on a cheap deal because all they needed was a chance to get in. They didn't get in. Now T. Higgins, okay, what are my options now, right? If I'm T. Higgins, right? Hopefully we can make that splash move and get T. Higgins. Hopefully. And extend George Pickens. Because this is what I want to do. I don't care what, like, I'm tired of some of y'all Steelers fans saying, bro, trade GP. Like, bro, what are y'all saying? Like, do y'all not see this wide receiving core? Did y'all not see how this offense looked when he missed those 3 games? Did you not see how the offense looked? But y'all are saying, bro, you got to get rid of him. Who do you have? Don't tell me Roman Wilson. He played 1 game and was injured majority of the season. You didn't see nothing from Roman Wilson the entire year. We'll take GP. Nah, GP, he gonna stay with us, okay? And if the Steelers organization, if they were smart, they would extend him because you know what you have in him. Terry McLaurin is a dog. Oh, my good. Once again, Terry McLaurin across the middle. The middle of the field is wide open. Wide open. Wide open. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. Look at this. Look, wide open. Wide. But guess what we do? You know what the Steelers do? Hey, let's run the ball. Let's run the ball 3 times in a row. Make it 3rd and long. If we don't get it, we're going to throw a moon ball, right? We go 3 and out. We're down. We're trailing in the game, right? But let's try to get in field goal range. It's 4th and 2. Hey, instead of putting in, a package to where you can do something creative, let's do a quarterback sneak with an unmobile Russell Wilson at this point of his career, and let's try to let him get yards when he can't move anymore, right? And then we're going to turn the ball over on downs, put the defense in a bad situation, and then we're Swiss cheese, right? What's good, Jay? That's a nice sports room, by the way. Appreciate you. This is a little man cave we got in this crib, right? Appreciate you. And there will be another podcast because my stepdad, he wants to do a podcast with me. He's just as a diehard Super fan as I am. He said we're gonna do a podcast. So hey, y'all stay tuned for that. So that's on the way, right? But going into this draft, this team needs to get the right people. You need to draft, and not only in the draft, free agency. Not only what I'm talking about with players, I'm talking about coaching. Eric, that guy that they used to coach for the Chiefs. If he's out there, I'm calling him ASAP. Hey, are you interested in being a passing coordinator for this team? Are you still coaching? We need help. Okay? We need help. And I'm talking about now. I'm not talking about the future. I'm talking about right now. We need help, not Matt Nagy. It's Eric Inetably. What that guy's name is? It's Eric, the guy for the Chiefs. You know who I'm talking. That's how you ain't no diehard fan, Draco. You know who I'm talking about. You don't know who I'm talking about, Draco? And you supposed to be a diehard Chiefs fan. Eric, I know y'all, bro. I know y'all whole entire coaching style, Draco. Now I want him back. You don't even know who I was talking about, though, fam. You don't even know who I was talking about. But if he's available, if I'm Omar Khan, hey, yo, are you like, what's going on here? You see what I'm saying? If I'm Omar Khan, if I'm Art Rooney, I'm calling Mike Munchak. Are you still coaching? We need help. Okay? Now. I ain't making these calls because this team has talent on the defense side of the football and on the offensive line. But when you're consistently looking confused, when you're consistently going 3 and out, when you're consistently failing, changes need to be made, bro. We understand Talman's not going nowhere, which is not a shocker. Because some Steelers are like, man, Talman gonna get fired. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Last night, I said Tomlin in trouble. I said Tomlin's done. He's in trouble because we didn't just lose. We got beat up. We got embarrassed by a team that we should know. We play Baltimore 2 times a year, 2 times a season, in a season. So there's no excuse. It's not like they're running something that you're not. Again, Terry McLaurin across the middle. Look at this. Across the middle every time. And some of y'all gonna sit there and tell me that Terry McLaurin, he's not just as talented as George Pickens. You're not gonna tell me that? If you ask me, George Pickens' ceiling is higher than Terry McLaurin. Because George Pickens showed signs of Randy Moss, right? He's shown flashes of that. He's shown signs of it. But you know what we do? We're not going to use that in the first half. We're going to use that when we're trailing in the game. You said this might be Matt Nagy last season with us. I doubt it. What makes you think that? He's not getting a head coaching job. The middle of the field is wide open. It's wide open. But we don't do that. We don't target the middle of the field. We just try to run the ball 3 and out. Why did Russell Wilson throw a moonball to a 5'9" receiver that was covered by 3 defenders? Exactly. And it was 4th and 15. I know exactly what play you're talking about too. And this is how y'all know I'm a diehard fan. I know exactly what play you're talking about. It was 4th and 15. The game was on the line. It was 14-28, right? It's 4th and 15. We need a first down. Russ takes a snap. He launches a moonball in the end zone to Calvin Austin. Not only, first of all, that's 2 red flags. And let me tell you why it's 2 red flags. Number 1, Calvin Austin is your smallest receiver on the roster. The kid got heart. Don't get me wrong. He got heart. He showed it last night. But if it's 4th and 15, you target your best player. I don't care if there was 5 guys on George Pickens. If he's your best player, you throw him the ball. You don't throw to a 5'9" Calvin Austin. And what made it worse, Calvin Austin had 3 people on him. And they played GP one-on-one. But you're going to say, well, nah, Jay. GP, he was probably double teamed. It's 4th and 15. Hey, maybe you get a pass interference call. That's your best player. It's 4th and 15. But no, instead, we're going to throw to Calvin Austin, the shortest receiver on the roster. And we sit here look like this. I'm watching the Commanders push the ball down the field. I'm watching the Washington Commanders be aggressive. And they're doing this with a rookie quarterback. You guys are going to say he won the Heisman? He's a rookie. He is a rookie. Can you imagine if the Steelers had a rookie quarterback right now? They are not throwing the ball. They're running the ball. Because we're scared to turn the ball over. We're scared to make mistakes, right? Instead of, hey, in today's NFL, you got to be aggressive now. You got to have offense. We don't do that. We don't. Like I said, appreciate the donations that I got in my video yesterday. I know I didn't respond because, like I said, I really just shut down yesterday after, realizing, that's it. Season's over. There's no more games. There's no more, it's over. You see what I'm saying? The season was over. So I had to realize that. So, I was really just disappointed, really. It was just sad. I was like, wow, we won and done again. And what make it worse is, when you get into these debates with people on the media, they're like, man, y'all gonna win and done. You like, man, watch what we do. We gonna shock the world. And that's how that team go out there and play. Embarrass us. Make us look like we're idiots. And then when the person that told you can go one and done, What happened? What can I say? I'm expecting my team to go out there and at least put up a fight, at least swing back. Nah, we didn't do that. And that's why I don't want to draft a quarterback. Even though we going to have to, because I don't even know. Honestly, I want Russ to retire. Russ needs to retire, bro. He if anything, he is a backup. He's not a starter. There's nothing, I'm going to explain. Let me read that comment in a minute. There's nothing why I don't want a rookie quarterback. If we get a rookie quarterback, first of all, Mike Tomlin don't like playing rookies. What you talking about? Last time I checked, during the season, he didn't have Zach Frazier starting. He had Nate Herbig starting. He had Nick Herbig's big brother starting at center. The only reason why Zach Frazier got, the start is because Nate Herbig suffered a season-ending injury. So as far as I'm concerned, if Nate Herbig never got hurt, Zach Frazier wouldn't have played as much. Right? He wouldn't have played as much. But like I was saying, if we draft a quarterback, they're not gonna let him off the leash. And I might sound crazy, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Look at the Commanders. Jaden Daniels, they're not running the ball. They're letting you know what they're doing? They're saying, okay, we drafted you top 5, right? He was with the number 2 pick, if I'm correct. You won the Heisman. We need you to play exactly how you played that Heisman year. And look at what they're doing. They're moving the ball down the field. That's why they're in the game, because they have an offense that can get them down the field. We're going to run the ball, right? And we're not going to, put you in harm's way to where if you do throw an interception, right? But guess what? That's a part of football. You're going to have every all-time great quarterback has thrown interceptions, bro. It's going to happen. You can't protect that. That's going to happen. Aaron Rodgers throws interceptions. Tom Brady threw interceptions. Drew Brees threw picks. Ben Roethlisberger threw picks. Eli Manning, who's probably about to be in the Hall of Fame, threw interceptions. It's going to happen. Oh, what up, Nine? You says, guess who's your move to? Do you want a corner in the draft? Of course, most definitely want a corner. Most definitely. And look at this. Oh my, bro, this makes me so angry, guys. And let me tell y'all why. 3rd and 10. It's 3rd and 10 for Washington. You know what they just did? They threw the ball, pushed the ball down the field, and it's pass interference. Now they at the 1-yard line. This is what I'm talking about. We beat Washington. Andrew Luck even threw. Yeah, every quarterback throws an interception. I don't care how good you are. It's going to happen. It's a part of the game. Just like a receiver dropping the ball. That's going to happen. Last time I checked, when Jamar Chase came into the NFL, he had a history of drops his rookie year. But guess what? Jamar Chase is looked at as a superstar and the Triple Crown leader. 19, what he had? 17 receiving touchdowns in a season. 17. That's more than our team put together, I'm pretty sure. That's more touchdowns than the Steelers had their whole entire year receiving wise. One player. So I don't want to hear, GP, he had drops. It's a part of football. It happens. Like, I can't believe it, y'all. Like, I can't believe it. Tomlin, you have to stop playing this old era. You have to adapt, man. You have to. Everybody is passing us by. Every team is. You cannot rely on defense anymore. This is not an NFL to where defense win championships. No. That don't work no more. You want proof of that recently? Guess what? And Jalen Daniels almost threw a pick. Almost, right? But you want recent of this? Guess what? The Chiefs played the San Francisco 49ers twice. Beat them 2 times. The last time I checked, the 49ers had an elite defense. Nick Bosa, right? Fred Warner. They had these guys. And still lost to the Kansas City Chiefs twice. Because guess what? Today's NFL, it's about offense. Who can put up points? And that's why right now my pick, I got the Chiefs winning again. And y'all might think I'm crazy, but guess what the Chiefs can do? They can put up points. They can put up points. They can do that. They can put up points. 4th and goal. The Commanders didn't get it. But Dan Quinn trusts Jaden Daniels to make a play. It didn't work. Not last game. What are you talking about not last game? What are you talking about? Oh. No, what I'm saying is, if you're talking about when I was saying, but my point, the point that I'm making across here is the game has changed. Everybody knows this. Draft a cornerback, go after T. Higgins in the offseason, and Playfield instead of Wilson. Or you mean Payfield instead of Wilson, and I think you got a good playoff team. Here's the thing, though. V-Lone, that might sound good right now, but like I said, if you are actually a diehard, this team, you ride and die with this team. You know this team they need help. Coaching. All of the coordinators need to go. They gotta go. Offensive coordinator to go. Defensive coordinator to go. All of them need to go. And I know y'all gonna say keep Danny Smith. At this point, I want a whole new coaching staff coordinators. Because we all know Tomlin not gonna get fired. I want to see them at least show we're gonna do something different. We're gonna try to do something. We're not gonna sit here and run the same story that we just seen the last 3, 4, 5 years. I'm not a defensive whisperer. That's what I'm saying. And it's okay. It's okay. You gave an opinion of what we should do. I'm glad you did that, right? But this team needs help. And it starts with coaching. What up, Amal? What up? It starts with coaching. And changes need to be made. Like I said before, people can say it sounds harsh, but guess what? In today's world, especially in sports, coaches get fired. Terrell Austin should have gotten fired. He should have gotten fired. But because a TJ Watt, a Micah Fitzpatrick, a Cam Hayward, and Alex Highsmith, they have made plays in the years, it makes him look good. It makes him look good, and it gives him the look of, he a good defense coordinator. But when we get in the playoffs, we're letting Josh Allen look like Michael Vick, right? Running read options, taking it 60 yards for a touchdown on us. We're letting Derrick Henry run for almost 200 yards on us. Like, there's no way. There's no way at all. There's no way. And that should have been a flag, too. That should have been a flag. They didn't call that. He didn't even give him a chance to go to it. That should have been a flag. That's holding right there. That's holding. He tackled him. No flag. Y'all should get, but like I said, bro, this team needs help. It starts with coaching. Tom is not going to get fired. Okay, we understand that. Cordell Patterson, and I know he made a comment. He can get up out of here too, bro. Anybody that's involved with Arthur Smith's play calling or his offense or his schemes can go. They can go. It's predictable. You got rid of Matt Canada because you didn't want predictable offense. Well, Arthur Smith, he basically the same thing. Predictable. I'm gonna tell you this right now, y'all. I could not believe, okay? I could not believe Arthur Smith really put Justin Fields in the game just for running plays. I could not believe that. And let me tell you why. Yes, what Jim, what you talking about? Justin Fields can move. Right. But if you're going to put him in the game, don't make it obvious that we're going to run the ball. Do something to where if the play's out there, then he can run. Fields got arm talent. This is not a guy that he don't got no arm talent. Mike Evans, he gonna be in the Hall of Fame. That Mike Evans, Mike Evans, he a star, bro. He just keep third and long. He making Baker Mayfield look good. And this another thing too. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Are these guys really that good, or is it the people around them? Is Baker Mayfield a really good quarterback, or is it Mike Evans? Mike Evans is a dog. Oh, fumble. Ball don't lie. See? Ball don't lie. And that's because that should have been a flag in the end zone. Ball does not lie. They got the ball back. Because that should have been a flag in the end zone. But if I'm Omar Khan, I'm not relying on. Do not go in free agency and hey, we're gonna go after guys like a Van Jefferson and other gadget guys, right? No. The Pittsburgh Steelers are not a team to where we want gadget players. We need stars. Stars. You pay T. Higgins. You extend George Pickens. You have a two-headed monster at receiver. You draft a running back in the later rounds this draft. You draft a wide receiver with size this upcoming draft. You go out there and you get rid of Pat Meyer. You get rid of Terrell Austin. You get rid of Arthur Smith. And you get coordinators that have adapted to today's NFL, that are going to be aggressive, that might cost you some money. You do that. Not only because you want to be better, but you're also showing this fan base we're trying to do something different. We're not going to try to do the same story that has been disappointing, sad, disgraceful the last couple of years. Because that's not what the Pittsburgh Steelers are about, and that's not who we are. But that's what we've been the last couple of years. So y'all think both of the coordinators got to go? Yes, most definitely. Get them up out of here. Both of them. You can argue all of them. They got to change everything. Everything. Because guess what? Arthur Smith, he wants to run. We don't have the line for that. See, this is what I realized with Arthur Smith. His play calling, you need a good offensive line. When he was doing that stuff with Tennessee, the Titans had a nice offensive line. They had veterans. They had Taylor Newman, a former All-Pro offensive lineman, a former Pro Bowl offensive lineman. There is not one matter of fact, we got Isaac Semalalo, whatever his name is. I'm pretty sure that's Isaac Salamano, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. He's injury prone. See what I'm saying? But that's one guy. We don't have no stacked offensive line to where, we run blocking is A plus, pass blocking is A. We don't have that. So we should not be running an offense that relies on a young offensive line. And then we're surprised. This is what's sad. We're surprised when Najee can't get no yards. When we're losing yards. The offensive line is not what you think it is. It's a young offensive line. What's going on, Aaliyah? So I don't understand. Why are you doing that? Why? I'd rather us try to throw the ball and make a mistake instead of us playing scared and we just running the ball. I definitely get what you're saying. Offense, but defense was looking good in the regular season. But at the same time, I haven't watched all y'all games before. But here's what I'm going to tell you. And you're not wrong. Here's what I'm going to tell you, though. And this is what I'm talking about. The Pittsburgh Steelers, we're known for championships, right? Super Bowls. We can't win a playoff game. So even if the defense looked like they were promising during the season, we didn't get it done when it mattered the most. And that is the problem here. We want to get it done when it matters the most. These last couple weeks when we get in the playoffs, the defense is Swiss cheese when it matters the most. That's why I'm saying Terrell Austin got to go. Terrell Austin has been with this team since 2019 or 2018 because previously he was a defensive backs coach. He was a DB's coach. He got promoted within the organization, right, to be defensive coordinator because this organization, this franchise never goes and be aggressive and go and pay a guy to, bring some type of change to your team. We don't spend money on coordinators. Touchdown Terry McLaurin. On 4th and 2. Touchdown Terry McLaurin on 4th and 2 with a rookie quarterback. What are we talking about here, bro? Look at this. Look at this. He's a rookie. A rookie quarterback. Look at this. Rookie. If that's us, Chris Boswell was running on the field. Chris Boswell was running on the field. But not only, you want to know what I also showed you that for? Terry McLaurin's their best receiver. He's their best player. Guess what the Commanders do? They throw him the football. Not when they're trailing, when it matters the most. They're going to throw their best guy the football. We don't do that. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of Steelers fans, they're ready. They want to get rid of GP. We don't treat GP like he's the number one receiver. But then when we don't get it done and he's on the sideline pissed off, y'all call him a cancer. Y'all saying, bro, he got bad energy. You know what GP reminds me of? A diehard fan. Because guess what? When we go 3-0, you know what I start doing? I start to crash out. I'm pissed. That's what GP does when we don't get it done. He's pissed, right? Also, and I'm glad I forgot to mention this, right? That Eagles versus Packers game. Well, Packers versus Eagles because the Eagles were home. I know the Eagles won. A.J. Brown was not happy. He was not happy on the sideline because he was not getting involved, right? This guy they had to hand this guy a book to calm him down. He was not happy. But the media will never say A.J. Brown's a diva. They'll tell you A.J. Brown's a superstar, right? But let George Pickens be on the sideline reading a book, look like he's not interested in what's going on. He's a diva. He's a bad energy. You got to get rid of him. But when A.J. Brown does it, but he's a superstar. What are we talking about here, bro? And just like I told y'all in that video, every elite wide receiver does the same thing. When they're not getting involved, they're not happy. When CeeDee Lamb, I've legit seen CeeDee Lamb throw his helmet, curse out Dak Prescott, because he's not getting the ball. But guess what? You know what Dallas does? They throw him the football. You know what the Eagles do when A.J. Brown has a problem with what's going on? They throw him the football. You know what the Steelers do when when he's frustrated? They do a halfback toss to Najee Harris. Halfback toss to Najee, right? Screen pass to Pat Freiermuth on 3rd down, right? And then when you're trailing the game, in the game by 2 touchdowns, then we throw GP the ball. And if he doesn't make the play, if he takes off his helmet, he's a bad energy. He's a bad cancer. We don't need that. But put yourself in George Pickens' shoes. Every Steelers fan, not even a Steelers fans, if you are a football fan and you are on the field and you are your best team's option at wide receiver and your team is not looking to really utilize you or get you involved early in the game, it's just like I said before, when you're playing 2K and you can make something happen, but the randoms, they don't even want to give you a chance to see what you can do. But when y'all go down 20 in the game or you're down 15, now the randoms want to throw you the ball. I told you before, when that happens, don't throw me the ball. Because when it was 0-0, you didn't want to give me an opportunity. Now that we're down 20, now that we're down 14-15, now you want to throw me the ball to be captain save you? No, I'm not trying to be. No, I'm pissed. Don't try to utilize me now. And that's what they do on 2K. When you are a player that you know you can get it done, right? They ignore you. That's why, like I said before, squad rec. Everybody, when people say squad rec is worse, it is worse. Because when you go in there, instead of you could be wide open, they're not gonna throw you the ball. They're gonna go to people that they know they cool with, right? And then when you're down 15-20, hey, let's throw that random we don't know the ball. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. You see what I sent you on IG? Nah. But I just had to get on here and talk because I had a lot of things I wanted to say. But like I said, I run it if it was me, I'm running it back with Justin Fields. I'm building around Justin Fields. If it doesn't work, I know what I need in the upcoming draft, right? And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I think Justin Fields could be a franchise quarterback with the right pieces around him. Again, hear what I just said. I think Justin Fields can be a franchise quarterback with the right pieces around him. Not only with the players, I'm talking about coaching, play calling. See what I'm saying? I think Fields can be that guy. Because here's the thing. Fields has shown you flashes, right? He's shown you signs of greatness, right? Or potential to be a really good player in this league. Just like how George Pickens has shown you signs of it. He's shown you signs of it. You build around these guys. That's what you do. You build around these guys and you get new coaching in. You get new coordinators in. But is that going to happen? See, I could be saying this all right now, and are these things going to happen? All I can do is hope. And the reason why I said with Jamie, we talking about Justin Fields come back. Justin Fields said before we even went to the playoffs, he said, I would love to come back to this team. He said, I would love to come back. He didn't say I would be okay or I'm cool. He said, I would love to come back. So, like I said before, I'm paying Justin Fields. You bring Justin Fields back. You build around Justin Fields. You get him pieces. You go and try to pay T. Higgins. I'm in random rec. You get treated like a GP every situation because your teammates just passed to their squad and you don't get the ball to the second half when the game's already over. But that's what the Steelers do, Velo, and that's what I'm saying. How can Steelers fans or how can anybody blame George Pickens for being frustrated when that's how he gets treated? That's how I'll be pissed too. I'll be dysfunction too. I'll be pissed too. Look at AJ Brown. This guy was reading a book, trying not to crash out on the sideline. But people going to tell me he's a superstar. People going to tell me CeeDee Lamb's a superstar. But when George Pickens does it, nah, he don't have the right to do that. Why not? Why don't he have the right to do it? Why? Because he don't got no touchdowns? You think that's his fault? Let me explain this to y'all. You think because George Pickens has not had as many touchdowns, he don't get the right to be frustrated. That's how I know people are highlight watchers. You're not watching the games. You're watching the highlights. You're watching, George Pickens only had 4 touchdowns on the season. Oh, Jamar Chase had 19 or 17 touchdowns. Yeah, he get to act like that. What are we talking about here, bro? What are we talking about? So like I said before, changes need to be made. And I'm gonna do more of these too. These need to happen. These discussions need to happen because I had a lot I need to say. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. There was a lot that needed to be said. There was a lot that I had to say. They didn't call offsides. They didn't call offsides on that. He definitely moved. But I told you when I'm just chatting, you guys get a better perspective on where I am right now and how I feel, like what I want to say. You guys get what's on my mind. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do more of these, and hopefully we can get. Hopefully changes are made, right? But you gotta stop playing this we're a top 2 defense, we're a top 5 defense, and that's going to win us a championship. Because it's not. It's not. It's not. Right? And GP, and I'm going to tell you right now, for the ones who are saying, well, why do you think GP will be back? Why do I think George Pickens is going to be back on this team? If you guys check social media, not from the media, but from George Pickens himself, he said, we'll be back, Steeler Nation. Okay? That doesn't sound like a guy that wants out. He says, appreciate the love from you guys, Steelers Nation. He says, we'll be back. Will, meaning as a team, he didn't say out. He didn't say he didn't do no like, appreciate all of the love. That's it. He said, appreciate y'all, Steelers Nation. We will be back. So that sounds like to me a guy that's gonna get an extension. And you pay him, you extend him. And when you do pay him, you treat him like a number 1 receiver. That's what you do. You don't wait until the game is over and then want to utilize him. And when he's crashing out, oh, now we got to get rid of him. Man, I'm about to get a headache. But you guys can talk to me because I'm about to end. I'll take comments and read what you guys want to, ask me or anything like that. But that's just my thoughts on it, y'all. Like, I think we need, right now, our weakest position on offense is wide receiver. People will tell you they want T. Higgins, but to be honest with y'all, I want T. Higgins. I want to draft the receiver early. I want to draft the receiver in the later rounds. So I want 2 wide receivers out of this upcoming draft. I want one probably in the first or second round, and I want one in the later round, right? I want a guy that's got size, and I want a guy that's probably got potential. I don't want to be in a position or a situation to where we're relying on Van Jefferson ever again, okay? Ever again. Or a aging Mike Williams, who can still somewhat play, but doesn't get targeted as much. How good do you think the Bills are? The Bills, I mean, they're a good team. It's just they have slow starts. Like when you're playing a team like the Chiefs, you can have slow starts. That's why I have the Chiefs winning it all right now. Because the Chiefs, they get it done when it matters the most. When you play the Chiefs, when have the Chiefs have slow starts on offense in the postseason, not in the regular season, when it matters the most? When do the Chiefs have slow starts? But that's the problem with the Bills. They have slow starts. They had slow starts against the Broncos today. Now, who do I think is going to win between Buffalo and Baltimore? I'm going to have to go Buffalo. And it's not because Baltimore beat us. It's because to stop Baltimore, if you stop Derrick Henry and you force Lamar to beat you with his arm, you got a better chance of beating them. But if Derrick Henry is able to get 100 yards off and do what he wants to do, you have a hard time beating Baltimore. But yeah, man, that's all I really got, y'all. Questions. Other than that, I mean, it's time for a change, y'all. I mean, we need coordinators. We need a new coaching staff. I mean, we need help. We need help everywhere. We need help, and we need it now. Now is the time to make these moves because Tomlin's his contract ends in 2027, if I'm correct. You said the Chiefs never fold in the playoffs, and I think the Lions have a chance. And that's the thing. Why are the Lions being talked about right now? Why? Because they can put up points. See what I'm saying? Because the last time I checked, the Lions have lost like almost all their starters on defense. But what have they been able to do? Put up points, score points, have offense. So that's what I'm saying. The game has changed. It's not about this elite defense. It's about putting up points when it matters the most. Another prime example, Jamison Williams. He does the same antics as GP. They about the same age. They actually close. They real cool. They're real close friends. They cool. They like brothers. Him and Garrett Wilson as well. They all have these same antics. But guess what? Those teams, they throw Garrett Wilson the football, right? The Lions throw Jameson Williams the football. They treat Jameson Williams like a number one. And I know they have Armand St. Brown, and I know they got Jahmyr Gibbs. But the point is, they treat him like that's their guy. The Steelers need, if you're going to pay GP his money, which you need to, and you need to extend him right now, right? You need to treat him what you're paying him. Treat him, you are our number one receiver. We're gonna go to you when early in the game, and we're gonna count on you. Even if you drop the football, you are our guy going forward. Point blank, period. That's all it is to it. But yeah, man. And who knows? If it's Chiefs and the Lions, if it's Chiefs and the Lions in the Super Bowl, I don't like this is what I'm talking about. Like the Lions, they can put up a lot of points, and Chiefs can too. I don't like that. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Because the Chiefs are beatable. They are beatable. You just got to keep up with them. Y'all should keep y'all coach. We're not getting rid of our head coach. It's the coordinators. It's 20-20 with 4 minutes left in this Tampa Bay and in this Washington Commanders game. But yeah, man. It's bad. It's sad at this point, y'all. It really is. It's sad, man. Fire the whole team. But we know that's not going to happen. Tomlin's not. They already said Tomlin not going nowhere. Everybody else need to go. Everybody else needs to go. Because I've seen this story before. I've already seen that story. You see what I'm saying? I've already seen that. I've seen that. I don't want to see it again. I don't want to see it again. Let me see what they talking about. But yeah, y'all. So we'll see. We'll see. Keep Justin Fields. I definitely agree. And hopefully we do. Hopefully we do. Especially that he said he would love to come back. And TJ and Mink and everybody else is expendable. But here's the thing too about that. I don't think they're going to trade a TJ or a Minka or a Alex Highsmith because we just extended those guys. We just extended those guys where we just paid those guys. See what I'm saying? We just extended those guys. So it's like you're going to have to pay them. So, you might as well just keep them. Because if you trade those guys, you're just putting another hole on the team. And we already got holes that we already need to fill in. You see what I'm saying? We already got holes that we need to figure out and fill in. So I'm not trying to put more holes on the team and we got more needs. Because to be honest with you, like I said before, it's the coaching. We are a way much more talented defense than the Kansas City Chiefs. But we don't play like it. We need to give T. Higgins all the money. I definitely agree. And extend George Pickens. First, I extend George Pickens. Then I go and get T. Higgins. I take care of George Pickens first. I take care of GP first. Then I go and bring in T. Higgins to pair with GP. Now I got a two-headed monster at wide receiver, right? Then I pay Justin Fields, and I said, we're going to build around you. What are you trying to do, right? Then I go and bring in coordinators that are going to be aggressive and not be conservative. They should have started Justin Fields. He's younger and still is pretty solid. Time to improve. Starting an old Russell made no sense to you. The reason why they started Russell is because of what Russell done in the what he did in the past. Think about it. He's a Super Bowl champion, former All-Pro quarterback, right? And we're trying to win a championship, right? That's why they kept saying we had a top defense. All we needed was a quarterback. So they went and got Russell Wilson, right? But look how it played out. A 5-game losing streak, first round exit. Didn't work out. We didn't have the personnel for Russell Wilson. For Russell Wilson to succeed, first of all, you need an offensive line. We don't have that. We don't have an offensive line. We don't have that. You know, we have young guys on the offensive line. We don't have this mean top offensive line that's physical like that. And our first round pick missed the whole entire season. Really? So I mean, we have a project at offensive line. We don't have no elite offensive line. For Russell Wilson to be successful, he needs offensive line. We don't have that. Remember, Fields was escaping. That's why he had all of those rushing touchdowns. He was escaping the pocket. But the main priority is the offensive line and the coordinator. I definitely agree. Our offensive line was also injured. Agreeable. But Pat Meyer, I'm going to tell you this right now. Even if we had guys healthy, it'd be the same thing. Because Pat Meyer, he's not a good offensive line coach. He never was he's cheap. If y'all want to know why was Pat Meyer hired, he was cheap. And that's a problem that I have with this franchise. We go cheap. We don't go big and go after splash signings. We go and bring guys that are not going to cost you much. Pat Meyer, he coached at the Carolina Panthers. Look at the Carolina Panthers. Look at their offensive line. When were they good? When was their offensive line good? So why would you ever bring in a Pat Meyer? Because he was cheap. Look at the offensive line the last 2 to 3 years. It is not only has it gotten worse, it has regressed. You traded up for Broderick Jones to be your left tackle, but because Dan Moore Jr., right, can't play left tackle, no, because he can't play right tackle, Broderick Jones, the guy that you traded up to be your franchise left tackle, has to play out of position because Dan Moore Jr., if I'm correct, he can't play right tackle. Definitely cheap. We never go after the stars at all, and that's the problem. Dan Moore is horrible. And that's the thing, too. You had a lot of Chiefs fans saying, Dan Moore better than Broderick Jones. Are you, like, who? Anybody that thinks that, stop watching football. If you think Dan Moore is better than Broderick Jones, go seek some help, too. Dan Moore was never good from the get-go. He was never good. You know what Dan Moore was? He was cheap. You see what I'm saying? He was cheap. That's why he's still on the roster. He was cheap. He didn't cost much. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Jalen Dance has thrown the ball at least 30 times in this game. He's a rookie quarterback. And they let him air it out. They letting him sling it. They're letting him be Jaden Daniels. The Pittsburgh Steelers, even if the Pittsburgh Steelers had Jaden Daniels, he's not throwing the ball 30 times. He's not. Because our game plan, we're going to run the football. How long you been on stream? For an hour and 30 minutes. It's about to be an hour and 30 minutes. Right now it's an hour and 29 minutes. But I'm about to get up off here, y'all. It was so many times Dan Moore was getting, destroyed off the snap. And that's another thing, too. Omar Khan, you got to do a better job of getting in guys in free agency at offensive line. You got to I know you tried to do it in the draft, but you need to go get some of these guys that are experienced, okay? You need to. And I was offsides. You need to go get guys in free agency that have experience at key positions that you need help at, like tackle, okay? Because as far as I'm concerned, I think James Daniels, I think he's gone. I think James Daniels is gone. I don't think he's coming back. But like I said, y'all stay tuned for more. I'm probably gonna do another Steelers video. I might do a mock draft video, and talk to y'all what I would do in the draft, what I would do in the offseason, what I would do going forward. So y'all stay tuned for that because we need help. For real though, Patrick Quinn, Joy Porter Jr. was getting destroyed. But this is what I'm telling you. So let me ask you this real quick. And this is what I'm telling you. Davo. Put Patrick Queen on the Chiefs. Put Joy Porter Jr. on the Chiefs. You're not going to tell me they're not going to make plays. And this is what I'm saying. This is how I know it's coaching. If you put those guys on the Chiefs will be way more dangerous. Because look at the Chiefs' defense now. They defensive line, Chris Jones. They don't got TJ Watt, Cam Hayward, Alex Highsmith. They don't got no Keanu Bent. Like, what do we know? But you put them on the Chiefs, watch what happens. That's what I'm saying. It's coaching. And changes need to be made ASAP. They need to be made ASAP. Changes need to be made ASAP. ASAP. They need to be made now. But are they going to happen? It needs to happen this week. That's what pisses me off about this team. Najee needs to go. And it's unfortunate with Najee. Because Najee's whole entire time as a Pittsburgh Steeler has had bad offensive line play. It's not his fault. Unfortunately, he's just a part of it. And unfortunately, the game has changed to where we probably just need to move on. Because Najee's had, every year he's been on the team, he's had 1,000 rushing yards. But it's not what we need right now. What the NFL is right now, you need splash plays. You need splash players. You need guys that can make big plays. Najee is a in-between the tackle running back. He's not an outside runner. I never understood why you're doing a halfback toss with a guy that's not his game. He's not a Le'Veon Bell. Najee didn't lose weight in the offseason. And a lot of people, they keep forgetting that. The reason why Le'Veon Bell was so dangerous the way he was, after Le'Veon Bell's rookie season, what did Le'Veon Bell do? He lost weight. He got slimmer. Then he got faster. Najee's game, he wants to run you over. The NFL has changed now. Like I said, it's changed now. You got these defensive players running 4-4s, right? It's different now. That's why Warren's a better fit for this team right now. That's why he's a better fit. That's why. Exactly. And guess what also Le'Veon Bell had? Le'Veon Bell had a good offensive line. We don't have that. We don't have it. We don't have it. We don't have it. And it's unfortunate. But like I said, y'all, we'll see what happens. You guys have a good night. It's really just frustrating, man, because like we too talented to do the same thing and look how we look. We're too talented for that. If anybody's gonna tell me, like, oh no, y'all not, look at the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs don't have Minka, TJ Watt, Alex Highsmith, Joey Porter Jr., Cam Hayward, Keanu Benton. They don't have those guys on their defense, and they play better than us. They don't have those guys. They have Chris Jones and a McDuffie. That's what they got. That's game right there. They in field goal range. They in field goal range. So we'll see if he makes his kick. Because that should do it. They're already in field goal range. 3rd and 1. They put the football in their rookie's hands. They trust their rookie quarterback to go make a big play on 3rd and 1. He not only got the first down, he got 5 extra yards. Put them in a game-winning situation for a field goal attempt in the postseason. So I'm going to end the stream when this game is over. The Buccaneers have no timeouts left. Commanders they're in field goal range. They got 1 timeout left, so they might do one more running play to try to get more yards. But as far as I'm concerned, this game it's over with. Yep, they're just gonna try to run the ball. They're just gonna try to run the ball. They're gonna play for the field goal. They're gonna need it. You heard about the Playboy Max and Lil T? Yeah, I heard about that. That to me it's really like, the way I feel about that is, a lot of people right nowadays, they think like they run stuff. I'm talking about like not Playboy Max, because Playboy Max, all he was saying was like, yo, you can't smoke in here, like it's gonna go off, right? And he said like, appreciate you, because like, I feel like he said appreciate you not to make it seem like, yeah, like I own you or something like that. He's saying like, yo, like you can't do that, but like I appreciate you, for understanding. You see what I'm saying? But little TJ, it's like they feel like we bigger than you, right? That's how they kind of went about it. Fabio, like he was like listening, like, okay, yeah, we get it. Little TJ, he was like, he just talking, right? It's like he didn't respect the fact that, something could have happened. It was gonna go off, right? But that's how I feel about that right there, bro. But that to me it shouldn't have been blown out of proportion. That to me was something small that the media took out of the play, right? Because all Playboy Max said, he was like, yo, you can't do that in here, right? He was like, appreciate you for understanding though, right? He doinked it and it went in. Oh my goodness. He doinked it and it went in. That's game. That's game. So the Commanders are moving on. And that's the thing too, like, because I'm pretty sure aren't streamers paying these rappers to be there? So if a streamer is paying me and all the streamers telling me like, bro, like, you're not allowed to smoke in here. Okay, my bad. I go, can I go outside? Like, if I'm in that much to where I need to smoke, can I go outside? Do you mind if I go outside? I'm not gonna try to do this I'm bigger than you type of situation, because it's not that big of a deal. But they look at it like Playboy Max he just blew up, and who is he to tell anybody to do anything? But it was his stream. It was his platform. Right? He didn't say, yo, TJ, if you're going to smoke in here, get out. He didn't say that. He said, yo, bro, you can't smoke. It's going to go off, appreciate you, though. That's all he said. That's all he said. He didn't say, yo, TJ, you can get out if you're going to smoke. He didn't do all of that. But the media made it worse. That's what the media does. They blow things out of proportion. But yeah, y'all. Commanders are moving on. So I'm guessing they now have to play. Oh, Mike Evans, he looked real sad. Mike Evans got a ring though. So I mean, Mike Evans, you got a Super Bowl already. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to lose, but he kind of said he tried to little boy him. But I mean, how was he trying to little boy him if he's saying like it's gonna? He didn't say, bro. I would appreciate if you didn't smoke. He said, yo, it's a BMB. It's gonna go off. You can't do that in here. It's gonna go off. That's what he said. And he said, I appreciate you for like basically saying, hopefully you understand why I'm saying like, because it's gonna go off. But in little TJ's mind, he look at it like, oh, Playboy Max trying to act like he bigger than me, and that's where it's at. It's blown out proportion. But that's gonna do it, y'all. I'm about to now, go in my room for the night because that's all the games. Um, Matter of fact, I might go live tomorrow when the Vikings play. The Vikings play. Who they play tomorrow? Who are they playing? Are they playing Detroit? Are they playing Detroit? No, Detroit got a bye, right? Minnesota's playing somebody. I don't know who they're playing, but I might go live. But I will keep you updated. Hopefully, if we get some, here's what's gonna happen. Hopefully this team makes some changes. If we make some moves, I will get back on here and I will talk to y'all and discuss it and tell how I feel about it. But something needs to happen. You see what I'm saying? Changes to be made, right? But like I said, I'm gonna go grab my drink and see how I'm feeling right now. Hold on. I don't know. He should be trying. You said I don't know. This shit should like he trying to low boy him to. But But this is what I'm saying. How is he trying to little boy him when he told him it's gonna go off? That's all he said. They play the Rams. Okay, I might go live tomorrow and talk to y'all again about that, right? But how is he trying to little boy him if he told him it's going to go off? He didn't tell him, get out. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, that to me is not trying to. I get what he said. It was just the tone. What do you want him to sound like? Bro, Ahmad, come on now, Ahmad. We got to be real. So if he would have said, if he would have said, like, in a soft voice, they would have laughed at him. They would have laughed at him like, you a grown-ass man and you act like you scared to talk to another dude. Like, come on now. You know how these people do it on the media, so we can't say that. We can't say he can't say it to him like that. Bro, he's human just like everybody else human. That's like if I have a debate with a 2K dev, I can't talk to them a certain way because I'm killing them with kindness. And if I have a discussion with a 2K dev, I'm going to have a lot to say because the game, the state of 2K is unplayable and everybody knows that. Everybody knows that one. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what tone do you want him to use? Like, that's what I'm saying. People are saying, it's how he said it. That's why he reacted in an immature way. But, bro, okay, so let me ask you this, man. Let me ask you this real quick, and I'm going to get up out of here. Let me ask you this, and then I'm going to get up out of here, right? If he would have said that to Fabio, do you think Fabio would have reacted like that? And I'm going to tell you my opinion first. I'm going to tell you no. You want to know why I'm going to tell you no? Because Fabio, he not going to take it personal like that, bro. He not going to take it personal like that. I know why you saying that. I know why you saying he reacted like that. But it wasn't that serious. It was not that serious. Fabio, if he would have told Fabio that, Fabio would have said, okay. Matter of fact, he did tell Fabio that. Fabio didn't go crazy and do it again. If we saw the clip, because I think both of them were trying to light up in the room. Fabio looked at Playboy Max and he was like, okay, I got you. He didn't. It was TJ that went back there and did it again, and that's why he had to go back and tell him like, yo, the thing is gonna go off. Like it's not. You can't do it. Fabio was not gonna do all of that because it's not that serious to him. All right, but like I said, you said the clip that I seen when he told the clip that I seen, Fabio was understanding him. The problem was TJ went back and did it over and over again, and all Max did was kept telling him like, "Yo, it's gonna go off. Like I'm gonna have to shut it down." Like Ahmad, what it looks like to me is you're not understanding that was Playboy Max's platform, fam. That was his platform. And if he was paying them to be there and they couldn't respect the fact that all he asked them to do was they can't smoke because something's gonna, like an alarm is gonna go off, then what are we talking about here, bro? You said TJ said he would have slapped Max and he gonna catch a charge. That's what I'm saying. That's stupid. That's dumb. So you're gonna catch a charge over somebody telling you, like, bro, like if you do that, it's gonna go off. Like the alarm's gonna go off. It's not allowed. You gonna catch a charge for that? That's stupid. It's not that serious. But that's the media. But like I said, y'all, I didn't look at it like it was like a big deal in my opinion. I just know why they reacted like that. Yeah, we all know why, but they shouldn't have reacted like that because it's not that big of a deal. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like they don't want to be they don't want to look at it like Max is the teacher in the room and they're the students. I get what you're saying, but it's not that big of a deal, especially if he was paying them to be there. Can you imagine that, Ahmad? Can you imagine? Exactly, Ahmad. Can you imagine if somebody is paying you to be a part of their platform? All you got to do is not smoke, and if you want to smoke so bad, you can just go in the back, right? But all you got to do is not smoke, and you good. You come on now, like. Come on now. Like, that's not, it can't be that serious. Can't be that serious, bro. It can't be that serious. Here's the thing, too, and I'm going to end the video when I'm done saying this. Here's the last thing I'm going to say. Was he supposed to walk up to TJ and whisper in his ear and tell him? Because then they're going to say, why is Playboy Max a grown man whispering in TJ's ear instead of just telling him straight up he's a grown man? Like, there's no win-win situation for Playboy Max because people are going to call him soft and weak if he would have done it the way the media wanted him to do it, saying, oh, he's not supposed to say it that way. So if he would have whispered and said it, they would have said, bro, you a grown man. Just say what you wanted to say. Like, that's what they would have said. TJ didn't get paid. He pulled up. Well, like I said, I don't know if they were. I said if they were getting paid. So if he just pulled up, that's still Playboy Max's platform, though. That's what I'm saying. It's still Playboy Max's platform. So they should have had some type of, okay, we got to understand, it is his platform, we just can't smoke in here. That's all it was. That's how I look at it, but that's just my opinion. It ain't that big of a deal to me, man. It's not a big of a deal to me. But like I said, y'all, I'm going to catch y'all later. Go Steelers. Even though I'm disappointed, don't mean I don't love and care for this team. I love this team. Ride or die forever. Steelers Nation for life. Y'all legit see the room. Like, come on now. Like, we bleed black and gold over here, man. We ride and die with this team. So, y'all stay tuned for the next one. And I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I'm out. That's all I really got. They had a chance to go outside. But let me guess. They didn't want to go outside because they felt like Max, bitched them or something? But it's not going to look like that. It's not that big of a deal. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand people sometimes. Like, bro, if he would have said, if y'all gonna smoke, y'all gotta get out, then I can see that approach of, yo, why are you talking to us like that? See what I'm saying? But he said why they can't do it, because something is going to go off to where it's going to shut everything down. But like, I mean, I like I said, there's no win-win situation in that. If they had a chance to go outside, I don't see what's the point of going outside. But I guess if they go outside, it looks like they look weak, or, oh, you let Max tell you what to do or something like that. So, I mean, there's no win-win situation here for Max at all. But yeah, like I said, y'all, appreciate y'all. I'm out, man. I'm out. Appreciate y'all.